The Nuremberg laws in Germany, starting in the 1930s, were based a lot on the idea that Jewish people and other categories of people were less than human. I just wondered to what extent the laws that comprise the apartheid policies were based on that same idea of dehumanization.
Well, as I said, Dr. Verwoerd formed his philosophical views in Nazi Germany, supposedly psychology, that the Nazi psychology, on which he got a doctorate, and this is why he was known as Dr. Verwoerd. And he actually was the flavor of the month within the Nationalist Party, and this is why 10 years later he became Prime Minister, and was so until he was assassinated by a messenger employed in Parliament and stabbed to death in Parliament itself. The reason for his assassination was that the offenders that killed him actually had a Greek father and an African mother, and he was a very lonely person, but fell in love with a young colored woman, and found friendship and love within that family. And he couldn't stand, that was his motivation, he couldn't stand the way in which this family was treated. There is a poignant story that he went away, they became engaged to be married, and there would have been difficulty about that because he passed as a white and she was a colored, and there would have been a problem, but they would probably have overcome it. They would have found a priest or minister that would marry them. And he went away to Mozambique and arranged for the family to meet him when he returned. And he was absolutely devastated when he returned by train not to see this family. And he thought, betrayed, that that the young woman had changed her mind and didn't turn up. And the tragedy was that he got off the train on the white platform. They were waiting on the colored platform, and it took him a few days to find out why they were not at the station to meet him. I mean, you had this sort of regulation, this sort of ridiculous situation. In fact, one of the colored poets wrote a poignant poem, I think to some extent influenced by that sort of incident, called "The Things That I Can't Do With You." I can't ride on the same train, I can't ride on the same bus, I can't go to the Grote Kerk, the main church, with you, I can't do this, I can't do that, I can't do that, but I can fall in love even with you. Because of this prohibition of marriage and any sort of intimate relationship between the different races. It was classical Nazi philosophy.